Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing the Nosy Librarian Book Tag. So before I get started with this video, I just wanted to say thank you so much to all of you that watch my videos because I recently got monetized and I'm just super excited about it, and I owe it all to you guys because I never would have become monetized without you guys watching my videos. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am super grateful. So I was tagged to do this by Jashana C. She is an awesome person, and I will tag her video in the description down below so you can go check that one out as well. From what I've gathered from these questions, it's back and forth. It seems like you're being asked regular questions and then being interrogated, like good cop, bad cop, but from a librarian. That's what I'm getting from these questions, so it's kind of interesting, but I'm excited to answer them and see what you guys think. So the first question is, what has been the most influential library in your life? I haven't really been to a whole lot of libraries. I've been to the local one here, which is pretty nice. The most influential one, though, would probably be the one from my hometown. Just because that's the first library I ever went to, and this was the first place where I discovered like shelves upon shelves of just books galore, and you could just go and pick up any of them. Basically, just the one from when I was growing up was where I would like get books, I would rent movies from there, I would go there to play on the computers. It was just a really cool old like Victorian style building too. So it was fun to explore. And yeah, I think that's probably the most influential. Our university library was really nice because it was very modern and like just built when I had gotten there. So I spent a lot of time reading books in that library between doing assignments and going to classes. And I really enjoyed that one as well. But I would definitely say the one from my hometown is like the most influential of my life. The next question is honest assessment, and it's what will they title your autobiography? And I don't know, like, he came, he didn't conquer because he's not aggressive. He read books and had a grand old time. That's what I would call my autobiography. It's a fun question. I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to go with. It pretty much sums me up. Then we're supposed to mention a story from our life that we don't want our librarian knowing. Uh, I'm not like a very dangerous or like risque person. But I guess the one story that I wouldn't want my librarian knowing is that I accidentally kept a library book once and I didn't return it. I mean, I was a kid and I just forgot to bring it back, and then I found it years and years later when I was all grown up. And yeah, I just didn't take it back. I also don't have a library card to that place anymore, so that book is very overdue. Then we have what is your favorite word? I feel like these questions are all over the place. And my favorite word, it's not necessarily my favorite word, but Marcus lets me know that I say this word a lot. And that word is craving. It's the word I use when I'm very hungry and want a specific food, or I want to read a certain type of book, or basically if I just really want something, I'll say I'm craving it. And because like I use that word so much, I guess it's my favorite word. It might as well be because it comes out of my mouth all the time. So yeah, that's it. Then we have three weird things that you're afraid of, and one way that you would not want to die. These questions are very all over the place. Weird things that I'm afraid of. Well, one, it's not really weird, but like spiders. I do not like spiders at all. They're terrifying, and that's like I really want to go to Australia, but I'm also very scared to go to Australia because I've seen the videos of the regular common spiders there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. If I see one of those, I'll probably die of shock, but I still want to go there, so yeah, I'll just get Nicole and her books to kill all the spiders for me. I'm also afraid of drowning, but like I was a lifeguard and I know how to swim very well, so it's kind of like an illogical fear because I don't feel like I would drown, but I still think that that is a scary thing and it would be terrifying if that ever happened. I'm also afraid of Alzheimer's, that disease. Like I've seen that disease firsthand, And I would never want to get that because I'm just like afraid to have my mind deteriorate and to have that burden be put on my family. So that's a little scary. And I guess I've already answered the one where I like wouldn't want to die because I wouldn't want to drown. Then we jump into a happy question, which is your favorite book as a middle grader. And I guess like it's not really a book, but like the whole series. So like I'll only show the first book, but like the series of unfortunate events. I read these books so frequently as a kid, and I was just always so excited when the next book was coming out and trying to like collect all of them. I have all 13. They're on the shelf there, but they're just so fun and like just them trying to escape Count Olaf time and time again, and him coming up with all these like different disguises and always showing up and being there was like very sinister but very exciting and thrilling as a child to read through these. It was so fun. And yeah, like I really liked this book series. I think my favorite one was probably the one where it was like I think it's the third book where they're like visiting their aunt in that house that's like up on a cliff top over like this lake full of like murderous leeches. Oh, it was so creepy, but like so cool at the same time. It was a good one. Then the next question is, what have your interactions with the police been like? Like, I don't know. Not bad. I haven't really had many interactions with the police because I don't really get in trouble that often. I don't know. I mean, I had a criminal record check for applying for different jobs, but I don't know. That's pretty much the only interactions I've had with police, and yeah, they were all right. Then the next question is your all-time favorite book cover, and we all know my favorite book is Red Rising, but my favorite book cover is probably 5 Feet Apart. I really like this book cover, and I find these like flowery lungs absolutely stunning. And when I see other books with this kind of style, I love it. Like I want to pick them up right away. I think this is so beautiful, and I just want to see more book covers like this because it's so pretty. So then we have how many places have you lived in? And I've lived in 3 different cities, but I've moved a lot. I lived in residence for college, but then the second year of college, I moved to my own apartment with some fellow classmates. And then I moved to another like house with other fellow classmates. And then I moved to another house with friends of mine from back home for an additional year of school. And then I moved into another house with my girlfriend. And then I moved out of that house because we broke up. And then I moved to an apartment on my own because I wanted my own place. Well, actually, I had a roommate for like half of my time there, but then they moved to BC, so then I was living on my own. And then I moved to the new city that I'm in to live with Marcus in the apartment, and now we have a house together. So I've lived in quite a lot of places. And of course, I lived in my childhood home in the city that like I grew up in. But yeah, I've lived in a lot of places is the moral of the story here. So the total of places I've lived in would be 9. And hopefully I'm like here to stay for a while, not going anywhere else since this is our house. So the next part is to tag 11 different booktubers, which is quite a large number for a book tag. But I will go through kind of like spark notes and say which booktubers and why I like them. So the first one I'll tag is Dane Reads. He is a British booktuber, and I like him because he likes to do, I think it's monthly booktuber shoutouts. And he just like goes on a whole video where he does shoutouts for other booktubers in the community. And I think that's really cool of him to do that, and just a very nice thing for this community. Then I'll tag Novelty Corner. She's just a ray of sunshine. I met her when I was doing the Bookemon readathon because she was one of the other co-hosts, and she's just such a nice, like bubbly person. And I like seeing all the different books that she talks about. Then we have Brightness Katie Reads, and I'm pretty sure if you don't know Katie, you should know Katie because she is so funny. She has a lot of great fantasy recommendations, and she just comes up with really funny videos that you need to see. She's a great person, and she also has like a dark personality so on Twitter she has her Brightness Katie Reads and then her Darkness Katie Reads, and they like banter back and forth with each other, and it's just hilarious. Like I love it. So you should definitely check her out because you won't regret it. Then we have Brad Procter. He does a lot of horror book recommendations, and whenever I'm looking for a horror book, I'll definitely check out his channel to see what he is thinking of reading. He also reads a lot of indie books, so if you want your indie fix, go check out his channel. Then we have Hannah from Snow White Reader, and her channel is just hilarious. She has the funniest videos. She has me cracking up and laughing at every single video she puts out. She's so creative, and she will come up with like random songs like regarding the book she's talking about. And she always talks to editing Hannah, and just like, it's so funny. I love watching her videos. So definitely check her out too. Then we have The Life of Miranda, and she's actually a new booktuber that I just started following, but apparently she was on BookTube before, and then she recently just came back. She's just really fun. I like her personality, and I just like how like energetic she is about the book she's talking about. She just has this really like energetic vibe to her when she's excited, and I just like following along with everything she has to say about each book. She just gets super pumped, and she's really nice. So yeah, go check her out. Then I would tag Steph from Steph Loves. She does a lot of recent reads videos and a lot of reading vlogs. And I really like the aesthetic that she has in her videos. It's just so chill and relaxing, I would say. And it's just funny because you get to see her having to deal with lots of spiders in her house. But she's also just like reading books, and just like, she's got the lights up, and it's just a really nice vibe to watch in a video. And she's just such a very wholesome, kind-hearted person. I feel like most of the people I'm talking about are very like wholesome and kind-hearted, but that's why they're on my subscription list. That's why I follow them. Then I would say Kira the Bookbella. She's just become one of like my BookTube friends. We started talking on BookTube, and then just realized that we have a lot in common, and have been talking ever since, mainly about books, but like we've done lots of live streams together. She's just a cool person, and I would definitely want to meet her in real life and hang out. I'll tag Ben from Ben's Blurb. I did an interview with him a while back, and he's just a really fun guy. And he just put out his own website called bensblurb.com. So you should go check out his new website, because that's awesome. Like, I'm super pumped when I see other booktubers expanding and doing other things, and like obviously doing their booktube videos, but expanding on that and making a website on his like book reviews and stuff like that. It's just so cool. So yeah, definitely go check Ben out. Then I would say Kayla from Krakentoagoodbook. She always has great recommendations for sci-fi reads or like paranormal reads. I have discovered so many paranormal books from her, and that's not even like a genre I pick up normally, but she has introduced me to so many paranormal books that I never would have heard of if I didn't watch her videos. So definitely go check her out. She's got great recommendations. I mean, I already said Nicole and her books once in this video, so I'll recommend her again. Nicole and her books, because she's just cool. She actually just recently made this TBR tag called the anti-TBR tag, and it's like all about books that you won't be reading. And I think that's like so interesting for the booktube community, because we're all so centered on talking about the books we love. So it's like talking about books that you have no intention of reading whatsoever. I think that's really cool. And Nicole, she's from Australia, and she's just a very bubbly person, unless she's doing a harsh review. She does really like analytical and in-depth reviews, which is also very nice to see. And yeah, I would strongly suggest checking out her channel. I'm going to tag Hillary from Melted Books, because she is a real life librarian. So I feel like it's very fitting for this tag, the Nosy Librarian tag. I don't know if she's nosy, but she's a librarian. So that's why I'm tagging her. And that's it for the Nosy Librarian Book Tag. If you want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Coffee page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as a link to get my bookmarks if you want to buy one of those. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I post videos every Monday and Thursday. And until next time, keep on reading.